Hello and welcome to another very quality replay from Wargame. Today I play, well, it was actually a few days ago, against Yuejin, who use SAS division, and I was using my Winhand division. I all the time call it Winhand, and I am not even that big of the fan of Witcher 3. Okay, so firstly, let's look at the map and on our divisions. Winhand division is kind of very basic German division. I'm um, I'm build it especially for heavy armor. I bring a lot of Jagdpanzers and Panthers and a lot of basic Panzer Grenadiers. So my division definitely has advantage at open terrain, and for infantry best range is kinda semi open terrain, those 400 meters, so that's kind of a distance which I should be engaging enemy. And SIS division has a lot of short range weaponry. It also has, it's very versatile division, especially on phase A. It can handle any situation or any terrain, but as game progresses it is more suitable for fighting at mid-range, so this kind of terrain like you see here, or even maybe something like here, because you can bring a lot of half tracks and Shermans. But at B phase it's definitely uh, especially its infantry is most suitable for fighting at close range. So he has advantage and my left and my middle, but on the left side there is big open field which especially at the later stage of the game should be pretty easy to defend, because I can just sit here with my Jagdpanzers or Panthers and hold it. But here there is a really big open field which is goes almost to his spawn, so my plan is to secure the middle, to use this open area for my MGs to hold, and basically wait for B and C phase and then push through this open area, taking this town in the process, but not to push too far away because he has a very strong air force which I cannot deal with. So just to kind of draw this kind of line here, that would be ideal for me. I don't want to get into some big engagements on the left side, because this terrain is very favorable for him, but I try to get some recon there just in case there would be some good opportunity here. Winhand division is armor division, so it has a lot of opportunity for quick surprising attacks. Okay, so now we even know what we gonna each to do. No, he probably gonna try to secure middle because that's most best thing he can do. Or and if I lose this mid the ground, I will be not able to push that well on the right side, because he will be able to shoot at me from these trees, and I will be not able to take enough grounds to get advantage. and also further he push me back, then bigger disadvantage I will have. Okay, I even didn't comment on what are we bringing, but well, he bringing a lot of infantry, and I bringing kind of standard mechanized force with a lot of elite panzer grenadiers and mechanized support vehicles. Okay, so he decided to stop here, which is quite the safe option, and taking defensive position with his F saboteurs equipped with TNTs, which are very good at close range. I'm starting to infiltrate with my Stores troop here and defend with my Pack 38, and I also having some defensive position here, but on last minute I changes direction of my AT gun and try to send it here so I can support it from the angle, and if I need to I can move it through here and defend against any armor which will bring to the middle. And he actually bringing Panzer IV, which is pretty good choice, and this kind of terrain he can move it quickly between the towns. And now I see this pirate, and I know he kinda getting a little bit sneaky here, and later on I try to deal with it, but not yet. Oh yeah, he tried to sneak up with his rallies here, but he was intercepted. And forced to retreat. And I figure out he probably don't have anything else here. Well, I was kind of wrong, but luckily my half shack was missed by the saboteurs, and I decided to do a little bit combat recon and send these two light half shacks. On left side my Stores troop get into position, but later on I don't know if we see it, maybe I will be too busy to commenting on something else. Later on I gonna lose it because I move it towards the saboteurs. I probably just should bring it to the back here and find some good position when I can pick on these guys. Okay, so I decided to use the opportunity and push with my infantry and my flame half track, which is excellent in this kind of situation. You know, especially when you have this other half track, it's very likely that enemy will gonna target them or target something else, and it don't use its first shot to deal with this flame half track, so it can be very deadly in this kind of situation. And he see that I building too much advantage here in this pocket, so he brings some light tank and then also command medium tank, but both of them are not exactly that good choice at defending this position. pushing there so he can counter-attack, and having Ekpanzer to just snipe anything through these small lines, you can see. So that will be interesting. He also pushing here with his armor, but I personally feel like he would need a little bit more infantry here if he wants to really threaten my flank. Because right now I just have really bad unit composition. I don't have any infantry here, so especially I would need recon, because right now I just cannot really see uh, that much what's happening here. I just know that he pushing a little bit with tanks, and he placing his Jagdpanzer on the hill, probably for counter attack, but it's not that much what I know. But yeah, I managed to secure town just pure force. I bringing some recon to the I wanted to say the north, but I actually don't know anything about the where is north, where is south. Well, no, let's say that this is back and this is front, so I bringing recon to the front. I also bring some Panzer Grenadiers, but they get interrupted, luckily without any casualties. But they gonna need to run to their position. And yeah, I counter-attack him with my Panzer pre-hero. But now I'm going to pay for a lack of infantry defense here. Then my Panzer pre gonna get equated with some anti-tank grenades. Yeah, it didn't go very well for it. And I have even Pack 40 here because my Pack 38 got destroyed, and now it's pretty exposed, in pretty exposed position. What I really should do to put some these half shack here so they cannot cross this gap. So he finally saved a lot of points for good counter attack. He bringing a lot of infantry, and also managed to snipe a few of my light vehicles. And yeah, this defense position is not the best. Like this flame half track is not in a bad position, but this 234 should be a little bit more into back, just to overwatch smaller angle, because now, like, if he has any 80 gun here, he would be able to snipe it from some angle. And it cannot really shoot that much. Well, it can hold a little bit front, but I also probably sorry, probably should put some mechanized half shacks here, so it can get support my infantry in these three lines. But I don't get why didn't I put those pioneers full as here. All of my infantry and my Panzer would just right now really need it, that morale boost and accuracy boost. But yeah, I engage his Panzer IV with my Panzer III, so that didn't go that well. Now it has destroy tracks, so it cannot run away. Also, his infantry getting a little bit dangerous on the flank, as it didn't already. I finally putting some infantry to secure this flank, but which no, I'm lucky that he didn't use it more. I also bring my own Jagdpanzer to counter this his Jagdpanzer. And he also bring his air support. Oh, that was really quick. It goes down almost immediately. And yeah, my unit composition is really bad at this point. Especially I wasted my Panzerwerfer to shoot it at this 80 gun when I could suppress this attack force. I also probably didn't need to position my Panzer Grenadiers a little bit better and wait him to come closer, because I could just suppress him with my artillery and then destroy it with all my mobile vehicles, just rush it into attack. Oh, my Panzer III just surrendered. You know, at least they didn't get killed. You know, I'm happy for them. But yeah, my Panzer Grenadiers suffering heavy casualties. Only one squad is pretty much unintact, and I using some smoke to cover retreat of these Panzer Grants. But despite this quite butchered defenses, he didn't manage to take the part of the town because he suffered a lot of casualties. So that's one good thing. So I finally counter-attacking on this right side, but in the process I lost my command squad. But I also bringing command. How it is called? SPV 242 to the right side, because I know he don't have any 80 long range 80 here, so I gonna just pick up his units from the safe range. And my Pack 40 getting also into trouble. Another issue here, I really should move this vehicle here so it can support my Panzer Grenadiers, because this SAS squad is very strong at this close range. But yeah, he managed to get remaining of his infantry quite badly wounded. Like, these squads have 12 soldiers, now there are just 4. So I decided to retreat. I retreat these Panzer Grenadiers with just one guy and these 2 squads here to hold this flank if any infantry try to cross. My plan right now is just to build good defenses through here, because through these trees the visibility is 150 meters, so they actually cannot use a lot of their short range weapons here, which is pretty good for me. And you know, right now I don't have any infantry there, so I bringing reinforcements and using my Panzerwerfer to cover my retreat. And yeah, I bring some AA because he already started to build up his air force. And you know, sea phase just hit, so I just saving for those Panthers to be able to push on this right side. One thing what I probably should start doing is to start arting this tree line and this village, and probably already push some infantry to it. I have in my deck Shun Pioneers, so probably save up some points for them, and under the support of artillery try to shell them out, and then bring Panthers and to push this. You know, like I can be guaranteed to at least take this whole chunk of the map, because I cannot be sniped by his from these forests. So, oh, my AA just went down. But yeah, I managed to build some solid defenses here. Even if my units are a little bit too much grouped up here, it's not very good to have everything on such small place, because if some heavy bombarding comes, it just you're gonna suffer very high casualties. So what probably I should do to keep up some of my half checks here, and some of them probably here, so I can rush them into positions if I need to, but they are pretty safely uh, from each other. Another thing which I probably should do, to put some recon infantry here so they cannot sneak up on me with some recon. And I tried to move my 38 into this forest, kinda safer position, but it got jumped by Sherman, which just get very unlucky and get abandoned by first shot, even if at this range the Sherman should have a really big advantage. Like my pack is not even in cover, so that was, you know, that just probably saved me, because he could push really hard, not really fast, but if I didn't notice it, you know, I could lose my entire left flank. And I still didn't save up for Panzer, but I have Pack 40 here and Yak Panzer, so I decided to make the push, because these Panzer Grenadiers, that other squad just got destroyed and I have just 5 guys here, so I don't want his half shack to overwhelm me, so I decided to push with these light vehicles a little bit in front. It's kinda funny, because exactly this same thing happened before. I push here and then oh, my Panzer Grenadiers just surrendered. Well, these are the only guys which survived the first battle. And no opponent surrender. Good game. I think there was a lot of interesting maneuvers. Hopefully I see you in next video. I'm thinking about trying something from maybe other games. So we will see. Bye people.